One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. The sure hands, it's Brown. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He leaves it with his back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Now the play fake. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Running it to the right. It's a seam wide open. Oh, a lot of space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got the first down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Try to get it to the edge. What a cut. Now he's loose. There he goes. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This coaching staff is trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Levin. With the catch, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Back to the ground game on the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
goodness. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his legs, it's Udo. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Trying to get the corner. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He's loose. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Chapin. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again.
Okay, ready?
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, better look out. Wide open spaces. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Booth. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Warren in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Looking downfield on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Makes the catch. It's Traore. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. The give to the back. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here's a heat. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, third down, you were very unsuccessful. It's fourth down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this fourth down and get this touchdown?
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on fourth down, they're backed up in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Wide open downfield. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. Nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lemon. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is...
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll leave it with him. He's loose. Wide open spaces. The 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the flash.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air, it's Chapin. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Winston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Chapin. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. Motion from the back. Little touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster.